Morning, everybody. It's Saturday. Big day for us at the bad gas shop. We're gonna finally finish up the floor on the Firebird. It's been a long haul, and I'm excited to get down there and get going at it and see what kind of progress the boys have made while I wasn't there. All right, so now we got to get up and get on their way. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Okay, well, at least it's sunny out today. That's nice. Oh. Where'd my sock go? There we are. That'll work. Yeah, that's good. There we go. I think I'm gonna go take the car for a rip, and we'll go up to grab some coffees and head down to the shop. Sneakers. Cool. Nice. Hat. What the?
Hey guys, it's Rod with Bad Gas Productions. So tonight we're working on the driver's side rear seat area section. So we're just cleaning up the metal, getting rid of all that old sealant and stuff. So we already kind of cleaned this up and fitted it, which is here. So in here we got some little bit of crusty here. We're gonna take just the top section part of this out best we can and clean it up and weld in some new stuff. We're not gonna do too much here, just get it all cleaned up. And then we're gonna put this back in and start spot welding, plug welding all the, and weld her in, stitch her up. And hopefully you'll see the end result there.
So this all starts with cleaning up the metal with a grinder. You have to get it clean to weld. Rod will explain here in a minute.
So we got this all cleaned up, as you can see. Get everything, this piece here cleaned up, underneath all cleaned up, like an inch or two down, inside, all around. So now we had to form this a little bit, get a couple self-tappers in. So as you can see, we're going to start pushing this back and start welding it, but right now we'll just do some plug welds here and then keep pushing it back, bending it, beating it in until it fits properly, and then we're good to go. Hey guys, Rod here again. So we worked all the metalling here, welded her, stitched her all along here, and then we pushed her back, kind of beating in the metal, formed it all along, and then we come along here. Back here, a bunch of that seam seal haven't given us the trouble tonight, but we managed to get to here. And right here we put some screws in her, got her nice and tight here for the night. We're kind of done, but it was a good night. And keep moving onward.
All right, so we're back at it here. It's the next day. As Rod mentioned, the seam sealer on the back of the floor pan where it transitions into the trunk was a real pain for us. We cleaned it up as best as we could, but it certainly gave us some heartache. So moving along, we'll finish welding this floor in. So like I've said before, the Bad Gas Crew uses the ESAB 215 IC Rebel welder. It's a multi-processor, MIG-TIG stick kind of deal. We really enjoy it, and you'll see lots of it as we go through our build and other builds we're working on. So we sped this up a little bit to save the boredom, but basically we welded all the way around. You'll see I was helping Rod there with the hammer. That's just kind of closing the gap up between the surfaces as we weld along. Coming up next here, we'll be hitting the top and bottom of the car with a grinder. All kinds of cleaning to do. The goal with the grinder is to take the edge off the welds where they kind of bump up, make them flat, and that kind of helps hide them a little bit when you start covering everything with seam sealer and paint. So, a bit monotonous, we'll be doing that over the entire car.
All right, YouTube, so little update. I'm just doing a little solo work here this morning. I'm working on still just finishing up the floor, but guess what? I'm done. Well, I can't say I'm done. All of us are done, but I happen to be the one that did the final finish. So let me show you what I'm up to. Yeah, so I cut the old frame connectors out. They were here. They're just, you know, there's something somebody made up out of 2x2 metal, and they hung a little low. Half the time they got snagged when we were trying to put the car on and off the trailer, and they're not really the right thing, though they probably worked at the time. But so we cleaned all this up. This is all ground down and smooth. It was connected here as well, and same on the other side. They're gone, and now that they are gone, because they were cut in the way here for me to finish stitch welding the floor, so that's why I get to be the last guy. So I finished stitching here, under here, and over here, a little bit back there, on both sides, and I just kind of went over the whole floor and made sure that I did everything. So let's take a quick walk through that. All right, I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but I'm gonna do a walk by the bottom of the car. Nice and slow. You can see we stitched pretty much solid weld everything, all the cross members and to the floors. So this car is a lot stronger than it ever was from the factory anyways. So, all right, here's the view from the top. So you can see the places where we welded from the bottom and it penetrated up through the top. Plus some plug welds. We still need to grind all this just to make it attractive, but yeah, she's all welded in. We put a panel back there, one back there, front portion on both sides, and we did some welding in the firewall. So a quick look at the other side, same as the other driver's side, you know, all stitched in, welded from the top and the bottom. This thing's solid. Good solid car. You know, predominantly this has had all of our hands in it, really. We've all been either welding, cutting, grinding, fitting, cleaning on this. It's been, you know, a number of weeks of effort. And that's the thing, like a project like this, it isn't quick. It took us, 6 weeks, I think, almost, to do this entire floor. We got sidetracked on different things as we went along. But all in all, that's what it took us. Now we're only working 1 or 2 nights a week on this. So it does take time. It is a big project. I am glad we did it. This car is a heck of a lot better off for it. It is solid, and once we put the frame connectors in and a few goodies we're doing on the front subframe, this thing's going to be a really solid car, and it'll be able to handle all the horsepower that we intend to put at it. So let me show you the firewall.
So the last shot are of the top side being ground down. It's just kind of the final product before we paint it.
Okay guys, that's it for the floor update. You know, again, we're not professionals. This is not what we do for a living. Some of us do different jobs or whatever, but this isn't what we do. So we're not experts. I'm not telling you this is how you have to do it, or telling anybody that they do it wrong or whatever. You know, this is just how we did it. We're happy with the work. Certainly worked on lots of cars that we put together for our friends and family. Yeah, you know, share us some comments, and if you think there's something we could have done better or different, or maybe some tips for next time, by all means, let us know. We're happy to read all the comments. God, I'm filthy. This is hard, dirty work. Good thing I like it.
All right, folks, you're going to want to tune in next week where we'll show you what we found at the back of the car. Big surprise for us. I guess we shouldn't have been all that surprised, but we found all kinds of additional work to do. Here's a little clip from Rod and a preview of what's to come.
When we got the bumper off and had a look at this, started cleaning it up, started to see it was a lot worse than we thought. So we're gonna have to clean all this up here. We're gonna have to cut out this piece right now and kind of get it set with a piece of cardboard here, get it drawn out, get a template, and make a new piece, weld her back in, and then actually see what we can do down here. But for now, this is the main spot. This right here was repaired before, you can see. So we're gonna cut this back out, see what we got, and go from there.
There we go. Hey guys, it's Sully at Bad Gas. Hope you like what you saw in the video today. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe, or subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're already subscribed, don't hit it again. But and share with your friends. It's free, and you know what? Someone else might really enjoy the content. Anyway, back at our fun day here in Canada land. Remember, keep both hands on the bars and throttle down. See ya.